Jai Hind all. I welcome you again to this session of Consumer Behavior and Marketing Communication. This is session 2 of Unit 1, where we're going to talk about, you know, uh, the changing face of consumer behavior in three different scenarios. It is again in the continuation of what we discussed in the last session, like, in the era of competition where the understanding of consumer uh, is becoming prime necessity for marketers. As consumer needs and preferences are continuously changing, even the changing in factors like demographics and lifestyle, and these changes can become great business opportunities for alert marketers and even threat for marketers who fail to adapt such changes. As we discussed in the last session, that consumers acquire, consume, and dispose of the product and services created by the organizations. So they go, the consumer go through several cognitive and behavioral processes while making their purchase and consumption decisions. And the knowledge of how consumer decide on one brand, over the another brand, and what all factors that influence the decision making is crucial for marketers. So, not only to cater to the existing needs of the consumers, but also to prepare for their future needs. This knowledge of consumer behavior is becoming essential to make various business decisions related to product development, packaging, pricing, distribution, promotion, and marketing communication. So before we go inside into these different scenarios and how consumers behavior is changing under these different scenarios, let us first understand what contemporary business environment means here. So when I say contemporary business environment is characterized by, or the environment which experiences many strong changes, frequent changes that actually creating challenges or threats for companies. And as we know that marketing is one of the business function, and that is among those most exposed to the market, is therefore forced to conduct changes in its own concept time to time. Marketing being, a dynamic process, it's not a static one. It has to, go with the flow, with the changing environment. So because of this reason, marketing is today shifting from sales concept, often identified with sales and promotion, to a function that is creating and positioning added value for personal and business consumptions. And this shift is being accomplished through, we can see it through actual marketing trends like client orientation and understanding consumer behavior, even cooperation with consumers in marketing strategy, co-creation, where consumers do participate in co-creating the products and services, and the prime concern, that is customer relationship management and focusing on immaterial resources and creativity. So coming to the first scenario of consumers changing consumer behavior under globalization. So as we know that firms are increasingly selling their products worldwide for a variety of reasons. First, there has been an ongoing buildup of multinational fever and the general attractiveness of multinational markets, products, and services. So consumers around the globe are eager to try for foreign products that are popular different in different and far off places. Global markets are becoming dynamic, and the new marketing opportunities are. We'll give you an example like how the Chinese shoppers have been shying away from conspicuous luxury goods or consumption of luxury goods such as fancy watches and designer handbags, because luxury goods have become symbol of corruption and of countries widening wealth gap. So as the country's disposable income has risen, Russia has become a lucrative market for American fast food chains. So these are some trends that can be very vibly seen. As the current world of consumer and consumption is shaped by the impact of two basic factors: globalization and localization. You know, integration of globalization is an integration of national economies into the international economy through trade, foreign direct investment, capital flows, migration, and spread of technology. As you know that globalization is you know economic trend that began in the later part of 20th century. Southeast Asia embraced the free market system, where globalization put some benefit, like globalization have been an increase in product variety for consumers, lowering in prices and improvement in quality of products. So this thanks to globalization, that consumers have more wider choices, right? Consumers have more purchasing choices than ever before. The internet has opened new opportunities for browsing from comfort of home, and there are products available from all over the world. Even globalization has changed consumer buying behavior in ways that could never have been anticipated, right? So we'll be seeing some of the changes in Indian consumer market. The consumers have become more aware, demanding, and quality conscious. And the spending power and consumption pattern has also shifted. Liberalization and globalization has increased competition, giving rise to consumer oriented products and marketing techniques. The most important criteria for identifying the global market opportunity is the country's customer spending and its growth prospects. So the overall costs are rising, prices are falling, and that profit margins are also decreasing. As consumer behavior has gone through many changes in the attitude, motivation, perception, spending habits, and post purchase behavior during the past few decades in India, some of the key factors that have contributed towards changing consumer behavior in India are rapid urbanization, leading to changes in the mindset or lifestyle of a consumer, increasing income level, and the shift in approach towards family system from being into nuclear family, being from joint family to nuclear families. So global desi consumers here means the the consumers are becoming global. They keeping eyes on the global products, right? So this is how they are looking for variety in terms of the geographic or the global uh, products and services. So more interestingly, insight are being discovered about the global consumers, their lifestyle, their preferences. And recently global strategic market intelligence company named as Euro Monitor International, that came up with top 10 global consumer trends of 2019. They're presenting a fresh look into how consumers think, what they want, and why they want such choices. So consumers are, with their changing needs and preferences, consumers are seen to look for authenticity in products and services in order for them to express their individuality. And furthermore, consumers have grown conscious. They they are seeking out ways to make positive decisions about what they buy, and look for a solution to the negative impact of consumerism and is having on the world. Like for example, a study is pointing out that there is a growing concern for animal welfare being translated into animal friendly products, what consumers are looking for. And also consumers are there is a shift in standard of living, increase in standard of living because of rising income, then changing values. People, Indian values are shifting from taking loans, borrowings, use of credit cards. Cross cultural impact can be seen in clothing and apparel, in food, right? The types of food and clothes have gained global appeal. Spreading of multiculturalism are better individual access to cultural diversity through export of Hollywood and Bollywood movies, especially. There's a greater, international emphasis on international travel and tourism. Same like, I'll be showing you one advertisement here. Then greater immigration and including illegal immigration, spread of local consumer foods to the countries. This is an advertisement that is displayed in one of the city of Rajasthan, Jaipur, Pink City, where this advertisement is appealing to the global needs. It's a global appeal by a madam. This is an advertisement by a Muthoot Finance, which is focusing on changing values in changing times. Celebrates, so encouraging people to go for a gold loan, where it was not considered good in Indian culture when we talk about Indian values. So putting our gold for a loan, but this is how the credit or loan is being encouraged. Again, a celebrity inducing or promoting Dubai as a brand. Same is the case like our Prime Minister Narendra Modi. He is promoting India as a tourist destination. So this is how changing face of consumer behavior is seen under the scenario of globalization. Now coming to another part of this changing face of consumer behavior under the scenario of technological change. So, as we know that consumer behavior is influenced by varied factors, but in recent years, the market has been a tremendous shift in the consumer behavior. It has become more complex, and the reason for the same can be attributed to technological advancements. With technological advancements, the market has seen a tremendous shift in consumer behavior, and as a result of this technological impact influencing consumer behavior, most company leadership face an unending challenge to meet the consumer expectations. Because of the advent of information technology, consumer behavior seems to be more influenced by internet enabled smartphones and gadgets like tablets and all. So technology has literally placed the power in the hands of the consumer. So here the high end product are in trends. High end product are the one of the most expensive or advanced in a company's product range or in the market as a whole. So these kind of a products are into in trends. Convenience in shopping, like consumers are looking for the product varieties at the same time sitting into their own comfort zones. So shopping and returning back, payment terms and conditions, that all customer are looking in a convenience form. Customers are connected. When I say customers are connected, so nearly everyone is living two lives: an energetic online life and an exhausting, disconnected one, right? So this is how through different platforms, through different social media platforms, customers are connected 24 by 7 with each other and with the companies too. Customer expectations have changed, their desires have changed, as technology has completely changed that. With the introduction of online business and these smartphone and all gadgets, customers can get to products whenever they want. Like for example, if a customer needs to buy something on the web during the evening and he has a question, they hope to find prompt solutions. If they don't, if they don't, they pick another provider from the countless accessible online who can meet their prompt needs. So the new communication channels, like the traditional approach was where the traditional approach of providing information to consumers are done through emails and phone calls only. Through these communication channels had its own hurdles and challenges. It was more in favor of a company, as a company could decide which information to give or which not to give out and when. But the modern social media platforms with a live chat options make it mandatory for a company to answer the consumer's queries immediately, as not doing so would severely affect the brand image of a company, as millions of other consumers also have easy access to the same information. So winning over consumer is not easy. It requires having strategies in place along with the latest technologies. So only those companies who realize this can hope to generate the better leads or the best leads in the market. So the another one is the peer pressure through social network, that is also forcing consumers to forgo for a trendy consumptions, right? Consumers are empowered in form, like they have an option like opt-in marketing. Consumers are offered the option to sign up to receive marketing materials. They can use ad blockers that allow consumers to avoid unwanted ads. So I'll be showing you some research data which is showing that what all gadgets people are using at different age groups. Here all adults over 18, over 75-year-old people, people belonging to age group of 66 to 74 years. The cell phone was used very much by every age group, and desktop computers, laptop computers, iPod, MP3, ebook readers, iPad like tablets are not very much popular, what was not very much in use. Then this data shows that Americans most prominent online activities in what all activities online activities people are engaged into, from download podcast to make a charitable donation, participate in an auction, rating a product or a service or a person, reading the blogs, play online games, get financial information, send instant messages, listen to the music, use online classified, banking online, using social media sites for fun and entertainment, making a travel reservations, buying a product, watching a video, using a government website, getting a news, look for health information, like sending or reading a message. So out of all these activities, sending or reading the email with the highest percentage, and download podcast or make a charitable donation with the least. All right. Here is again a statistics of where the most groceries are bought online. So online FMCG sales as a share of total FMCG this is a data of 2019, because this shift was again very much for a study, very much to be researched during this COVID-19 or pandemic situation. So India in at buying online grocery 0.1% only, highest by the South Korea, right? This is online grocery to drive e-commerce growth. So these datas like daily GMV remains, or Amazon and Flipkart could cannibalize grocery sales in metros. Big basket grocers daily order volume grew two times amid lockdown. So this some of this data I have taken during lockdown, how online sellers struggle during the peak time, December 2019 to March, April 2020. So 65% of the sales on e-commerce platforms from non-essential categories such as smartphones, electronics, furniture and apparel. So this is how the data is showing Amazon with highest number of online sellers, then Snapdeals and followed by Flipkart. Zero revenue from online sales rise since the lockdown was implemented on March 25. So this data talks about the shift in consumers buying behavior before lockdown, during lockdown, and it's also visible the post lockdown. So post lockdown recovery of e-commerce, like the sales volumes have recovered by 90%, where people consumer looking for cashless transactions, right? Looking more safe transactions. So electronic sales including smartphones is 145% of pre-COVID levels. Fashion sales picked up by 70%, with kids wear sales recovered with 100%. Direct to consumer brands so 25% faster sales recovery. So this is what the eye-catching data is. Now coming to the third scenario, under the scenario consumer behavior under the scenario of retailing environment. So when I say retailing environment, Indian retail industry has played an important role in improving the GDP growth rate and lifestyle of the country too. The industry, which traditionally comprised of mom and pop stores, spread in the revolutionary phase in the past present year. So the way retailing is done has come to a long way with the emergence of organized or modern retail outlets. There are big players like Big Bazaar, like Spencer's, Vishal Megamart, to name a few, who have changed the face of retailing in India, especially. So, studying the changing consumer behavior pattern towards local kirana stores, by entrance of modern retail malls, all retailers follow that customer is the king of the market, and customer is always right. So to please its customer, India is being these retailers are putting much of the efforts. So Indian consumers are taking shopping as a shoppertainment. There is one buzzword, that is entertainment plus shopping. And this is because of the mall culture, because of the specialized stores of hypermarkets where customers have convenience as a new mantra. E-tailing is now becoming a trend, and this is specifically during this pandemic situation. More of the consumer behavior is seen in form of a de-shopping or unethical consumer behavior. So de-shopping is the buying and returning of something after it has fulfilled its purpose. So by, like for example, buying a suit for interview and returning it afterwards, this is some unethical consumer behavior which is very much seen because of the very facility given by e-retailers of returning back. Customer service, how do consumer actually perceive the modern customer service experiences? How can this be improved? This can be very much you know a concern for marketers. Retail atmospheric, it includes all the physical P's that marketers are putting into to make this retailing environment more convenient for shop for marketers. So it relates, how does the retailing environment influence shopping behavior? The fragrance when one enters into a these hypermarkets or supermarket or departmental stores. Then independent retail customer services. Do small retailers have better expertise and closer relationship with customers, and therefore they're having a better experience? So how small retailers are improving their services to get a catch hold on these customers? There is something like collaborative consumption. This is another interesting area of where the customers are looking for collaborative consumption, like pooling the cars, sharing their resources. So these are some consumer shift very much vigilant, very much visible. Like male and female shopping behaviors are different. How do men and women shop differently? How do retailers cater for these differences? Online behavior, while consumers are shopping online, the consumer's behavior is entirely different from when consumer shop offline. There is no way of bargaining or negotiating. Use of credit or use of credit cards are also in trends for shopping, in a new emerging trend in India. So this is all what you know we have to talk about. We need to talk when we'll be talking about consumer behavior. So this is what consumer behavior in different three different scenarios. Thank you very much.